Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Ajay and today we are going to understand how to find a factorial of a number using recursive function. So let us start. There is a function in front of you, that's the code in front of you, and name of the function that I've given is factorial, and it is taking one parameter, that is n. And this is the main program, and in main program there is only one statement, and the statement is print function, and inside the print function straight away I'm giving a call to the function that is factorial. So from here the controller will jump to this particular function. Now I'm passing one argument, that is 5. So this is the first call to this particular function. So I'm just written over here that this is the first call, factorial, and I've just said n is equal to 5 for your understanding, because the current value of n is 5. So this is the first call, and the value of n is 5. Then this is the if statement where we are actually checking the condition whether n is greater than 1 or not. Okay, so the value of n is 5, so it is greater than 1. So this particular condition is true, and since it is true, then this particular statement is going to get executed. Now if you look at this particular statement, it says fact, which is the just a name of a variable, okay, and then n, which is 5 at this moment, and it says into, and again there is a function call, and this is a recursive function. So factorial, and then I'm saying n minus 1. So what is the value of n? The value of n is 5, and then I'm saying 5 minus 1, so I'm passing the value, that is 4. So again it is going to jump over here. So this is the second call to the function. So I will say factorial for your understanding. The value of n is 4. Okay, the value of n is 4. Now again this particular condition will get checked, and it will say and the condition is n greater than 1. Now what is the value of n? The value of n is 4. 4 is greater than 1, the condition is true. Again this particular statement will get executed, and then there is a function call in this particular you can say expression, that is factorial n minus 1. So what is the current value of n? The current value of n is 4. So 4 minus 1, again there is a call to the function, so I'll say factorial, and the value of n is equal to 3. Similarly, the condition goes true because 3 is greater than 1. Again this statement gets executed, and then there is a call to the function again, and the value of n over here, it will be 2, and ultimately again there will be one more call. Since 2 is greater than 1, again the statement gets executed, and now the value of 1 is 1. The value of n is 1. So now this particular condition, now you can see how many calls are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 function calls. Now since there are 5 function calls, it is going to return 5 times, understand it. Okay, now at the currently the value of n is 1. This particular condition is false. Now that it is false, it will go to the else part, and in the else part you can see I'm just saying return 1. Now where will this value return? It will return to its previous call, that is to this particular call where the value of n was 2. So I'm returning 1. Now where will this value get replaced? This value will get replaced at the place where it was called. So it was called over here. So this value 1 will be returned over here. So that is 1 over here, and the current value, that's the return to its previous call, and the previous call, the value of n is 2. So 2 into 1, that is 2, it will be received by which variable? Factorial, that is fact variable. And then I'm saying return fact. So what value will pass from here? Now I'm just saying the value of fact has become 2, and this value 2, see this is 2 into 1, the value that we have written from here got replaced over here. So 2 into 1 is 2, so the value of fact is 2, return fact. Okay, so the value of fact is 2. Now where will this value of fact will get returned? It will get returned to its previous call, that is over here where the value of n was 3. So it says 3 into, and what is the value that is got returned from here? That is 2. 3 into 2, so now fact will become 6. Okay, and when it becomes 6, it will collect 6 and again it is going to return. Now what value it is going to return? That is 6. Where it will return? It will return to its previous call, that is over here. And what is the value of n over here? That is 4. 4 into 6, that is 24. And that value of fact now became 24. And then again there is one return. It says 24 and to its previous call, that is 5. So 24 into 5, that is 120. So the value of fact is now 120, and this value will ultimately get returned over here and it will print 120. So if you run this program and see the code, that's 120. Perfect output, right? If I make this as 4, so if it's 4, the factorial of 4 is 24. So that's the perfect output, and this is how the recursive function for finding a factorial is or runs. Okay, so if you think you have gained something out of this tutorial, do subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.